my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models. This is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Yeah, I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it, got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn up. Pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket. There's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long, I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo!
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their teams to victory. It's Dak Prescott's Cowboys going up against Carson Wentz's Eagles.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go, team.
Now Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. To throw, it's Wentz. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 18 yards on that one. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. Wentz now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sean Lee. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Here's Wentz to throw. And he's good. Go down again.
Good job.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Go, go. Sunday.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw contact just as he's trying to haul it in.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. 2nd down, Prescott. Right side complete to Butler. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On 2nd down, Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
You go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, 1999 when he won the double?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
On play action, it's Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They run for it with a giant. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
Here we go, going to 54, wide in. Here we go, wide in. Got it. 58 is the mic. 58 is the mic. Here we go, we're going to 54, wide in. We own them. Here we go, kill.
A first down throw for Prescott. Eluding the pressure right.
Watch the shift.
That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. He got 29 yards that time.
We got 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. We're going to 54. Under 10.
Now Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Bryce Butler, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
That's the way to finish. In your face.
Bailey now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Bailey now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion.
Hey, you gonna cry the whole game, bro?
19. Throwing now is Wentz.
Bro, you throwing it right at me, bro.
Incomplete.
I mean, we got you in the box, but I'm cheating. You saying I'm cheating? How am I cheating, bro? You in the box right now, bro.
11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
You said I'm cheating. How am I cheating, bro?
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so
You killing
far.
yourself.
Fourth down tries. They're trying again. They'll try and throw for it here.
Bro. You killing yourself, bro.
And this is going to be incomplete. Boy,
But I'm cheating. You go. There you go. GG, man. Get him out of here, man. GG. Need to learn how to play, man. That's it.
I stay myself, I never change. Yeah. Do whatever get you paid. Yeah. 'Cause